He might have just the one FA Cup to his name, but Mikel Arteta has got a lot right since taking the reins at Arsenal. He has helped to transform the club from one that looked destined for decline into one genuinely competing for Premier League and Champions League titles. While his tactics and overall approach to management have played a significant role in this dramatic turnaround, so have the signings made under his leadership, such as Martin Odegaard, David Raya, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Declan Rice. Arsenal's Declan Rice celebrates scoring their first goal with teammates. The latter has arguably been the most seismic during Arteta's tenure, and now it looks like the club could be set to repeat the move with another international star. Arsenal target their new Rice. While there is still over a month to go, and therefore plenty of time for things to change, this transfer window is shaping up to be one of Arsenal's most exciting in some time. The North Londoners have already announced the signings of Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgard, Noni Madueke, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Additionally, Christian Mosquera could be announced at any moment, and talks over add-ons in the deal for Victor Gyökeres appear to be entering their final stages. Yet, even still, Andrea Berta and co. look to be on the hunt for more game-changing additions to the team, including one player who could be another Rice-esque signing. At least that's according to a recent report from Arsenal insider hand of Arsenal, who has confirmed that Arsenal are still interested in Eberechi. In fact, they go a step further, confirming that talks have been held with the player and that his preference would be to join the Gunners, and most crucially, that Arteta is obsessed with him. The insider continued, "My understanding is personal terms have never been an issue." One source said he would sign a 5-year deal tomorrow. The report states that a sale of someone like Leandro Trossard may create room for the club to sign the Crystal Palace star, who has a widely reported £68 million release clause in his current contract. It would be a lot of money to spend on one player, but Eze has proven he'd be more than worth it over the last few years, and his move could be a Rice repeat of sorts. Why Eze could be a Rice repeat? While they both primarily play in midfield, it's essential to note that they're very different players and play in distinctly different ways. However, that's not the primary basis of this comparison. Instead, one of the main reasons it would be a move reminiscent of the one for the 26-year-old, aside from the similar age, is that it would be another example of the Gunners signing one of the best players from a fellow Premier League side, and a London-based one at that. For example, his 14 goals and 11 assists in 43 games last season made him Palace's most productive player, and it wasn't even a close run thing, with the next best player being Jean-Philippe Mateta, who produced 21 goal involvements in 46 games. Moreover, this level of output for a mid-table side suggests that, much like the former Hammer star did when he joined the club in 2023, the Greenwich-born magician, as dubbed by pundit Micah Richards, could have a transformational impact on the North Londoners' midfield, but just in an attacking sense. Furthermore, this transfer would be another case of the Premier League runners-up adding yet another full England international to their squad, as while the former QPR star isn't quite as established in the three-line setup as Rice was when he joined, he's still a regular feature in the squad and has now won 12 senior caps. Finally, like the former Iron Star did in the Conference League in his last season with the East Londoners, the £100,000 per week star gem played a key role in the Eagles finally winning a major trophy last season, scoring in the quarterfinal, semi-final, and final of the FA Cup. In other words, the incredible international has more than proven he has what it takes to deliver in the big games. Ultimately, Arsenal should be doing everything they can to sign Eze this summer, as not only is he an extraordinarily talented player in his own right, but he could also have as significant an impact as Rice.